What's up, y'all, man? I just want to help a lot of men out there to understand something. You do not own any female. You do not own a female. Stop. It's never been a thing. It never will be. You don't own them. Especially, I'm talking about the real men. These punk dudes, she's mine. And she's never yours. At the end of the day, I don't care if you've been married to her for 20 years. It is borrowed. That box is borrowed. It's not yours. If you treat it as such, you'll have a lot easier life, a lot less stress. You won't be tripping out and worried about every little thing no more, because you'll understand it's borrowed. Now, if she wants to say she was with you all your whole life, she pays that tribute and that respect to you your whole life for the marriage, then great. She did the thing that was right. But if she doesn't, you still have to be functional for your family. You still have to be able to do things when everything falls. You cannot take much time. This is the real truth for men. You cannot take much time to watch it all crumble and fall apart. You got kids that are counting on you. You got your other entities that are counting on you. You got yourself that's counting on yourself. It's the dudes that start believing that wife of his for 3 years, for 10 years, for 30, for 40 was his. She can void that contract at any moment. Does it make sense? Is it right? No. I understand you and I feel you, man. It ain't right. But I'm just here to tell you the truth. And you might not want to hear the truth. You might feel like, oh, my wife. Again, this is not for every woman. I'm just saying for the macro, there's a lot of women that do not care about that contract. It can get voided. You think you saw the fine print. You didn't. The fine print is where she comes up and says, void. I don't take this serious. Because what she going to do to you is she going to, it happened to guys. I've seen them. She going to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm not feeling it right. I'm not feeling this relationship no more. And you going to be like, what you mean? What you mean you ain't feeling this? We've been this many years. We got 3 kids. And she going to be opening Pandora's box. And she going to be like, well, I want to have another man in our relationship. And you seen him on that TLC, whatever their show is. You see him and all these different things. And I'm also talking a lot about it in the real world too. But like in that little man, she come up there, 3 kids, married to this man. They got a family. The kids are older. I mean, late teens. This has been time invested into this woman. And she coming to this man, I want to open up our relationship. She's bored. That is your cue. That is your cue. You are departing the facility. You can either talk to your lady and say, look, that's not how we're doing it. This man was talked to for 2 years. He was getting a box for 2 more years from this woman, entertaining the idea. He stayed so long and listened to the pitch so many times that he took the bait and let another man come in his home and clap his wife. It doesn't make sense. It's disrespectful. Like, who does this? What type of planet are you on where that makes sense? Where your woman's pimping you out? Come on, man. You didn't wake up and say, I wanted to get dogged out and watch another man clap my wife. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. And you be looking at these men, and them motherfuckers' souls is taken. Hearts is crushed. They'll be staring at that woman like, I lost her. You goddamn right. When you let DeMarcus come in the room and clap your check, you know what I'm saying? Debo come across the house and come in here. Big Mike showing up at your door. Hey, Tamika here. Nah, bro. Come on. You know what you're doing? You do not have to reside in that situation and in that energy. You are literally makes sense to, hey, if that's what you want to partake in, I don't own you. Go ahead and do your thing. Why does your life have to get miserable? Why does your self-respect and pride have to get crushed and you stay? Because you are thinking such of a little man that you think this is the only one. You are literally outnumbered as a man to female. You'll never come across where we counted all the females up. You'll never come across it. It's impossible. For a single man, I've counted all the females up. I've come across all the females. It's just not going to happen. Men are hugely outnumbered. So how does a woman who already knows the odds are stacked against her, she's already outnumbered, how is she getting 2 men at a time in a marriage? How does that happen? How are you getting pimped out that bad? Now again, granted, from what I'm seeing, they're not taking optimal men that have some common sense. So it works out. But it's still pretty bad. I mean, for these guys to sit here and think it makes sense. You don't have to do that. You're literally allowed to just back on aisle and go to the left. Go to the next one. That's it. Have some common sense, man. It was something I had to say, man. Y'all guys out there, some of y'all just gotta understand. Have some self-respect. If you're sure to come to you with some clown stuff, you can try and talk it out. Again, if you're married, try and talk it out. But if that's gonna be the case, you're gonna have to bounce. You're gonna have to depart that arrangement. Because this is not what the fine print said. I don't understand how married men do that. And how men do it in general. Getting pimped out. Just, ugh.